Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. So my name is Amanda. If you guys are new here, I'm a 24-year-old cash budgeter from Texas, and today's video is going to be the last cash stuffing for the month of September. I did rearrange my desk, which you guys can see a little bit of in today's video. Also, if the lighting seems a little bit off, it is because my window is actually so bright right now that all of the artificial lighting that I typically use is kind of just getting washed out. So I'm sorry if it's a little bit darker in today's video. However, we are just going to go ahead and dive in. Jordan got a bonus yesterday and he's going to take me out to a brunch or a dinner today, and I'm very excited about that. So anyway, let's just go ahead and dive into this money. It should be $662 if I'm not mistaken. So this money right here we will talk about, and then these are my cash envelopes from my wallet, so just kind of ignore that for right now. So here we have $1, $2, $300, $350, $370, $390, $410, $430, $450, $460, $70, $80, $90, $500, $510, $20, $30, $40, $45, $50, $55, $60, $65, $70, $75, $80, $85, $90, $95, $600, $605, $10, $15, $16, $17, $18, $19, $20, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $30, $31, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $40, $1, $2, $3, something is wrong here. No, $43, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $50, $1, $2, $3, $4, $5, $6, $7, $8, $9, $61, and $62. Okay, in my head, I thought we were supposed to have $647, even though I said $662, which is exactly what we have here. We have the correct amount. So as always, you're going to start with my wallet, which is where this comes into play, but I do have some coins and I think some dollar bills to unstuff. So yes, we do have some dollar bills that'll go into our variable expenses, and then let's grab our coins. Okay, we just have a little bit more and then we should be good to go. If you guys are interested in my wallet, I did get it from TikTok shop. I have it linked in my showcase, but I also have a similar one linked on Amazon in my storefront there. So we have $1, $2, and $3 that we are going to be putting in our dollar challenge. So usually this comes from my $10 of spending money. I'll go to buy one coffee and then I'm left with this change already. We will add these $3 here in a second, but let's quickly stuff these. So gas, this is for me, it's going to get $15. We're going to do that in a 10 and a 5. I do need gas like ASAP. I think I'm at like, I don't know, probably 15 miles, but I live extremely close to a few gas stations, so I have options. Next is going to be spending, and in here we're just going to add $10. So these are my two cash envelopes that I have in my wallet, and then we do set aside $20 for Jordan, and he also gets $10 automatically loaded on to his Cash App card, and then he's also able to use that. But we did have $30 that was technically supposed to be deposited. We assessed the checking account and decided that it doesn't actually need to go in there. So what I'm going to do is I believe I'm going to give Jordan 20 of this. We'll add that to what we already have here, so we're giving him a total of 40, and then I will keep this $10 with my envelopes in my wallet. So this is like the cash buffer that I always talk to you guys about but never actually have. So our goal is going to be to spend this cash first so that we can get more dollar bills versus trying to swipe the card, and then there's no like benefit to saving any of that money while spending it. So since we do have some dollar bills here, we're going to go into our variable binder. We are also going to stuff some money in here, but first let's put our bills away. So again, we are adding $3. These inserts are from Victoria over at Victoria's Budgets. And let's go ahead and count what we have since this is the last cash stuffing for September. We would unstuff this anyway in our monthly closeout, so it's okay if we count it right now. We now have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and $10, which is awesome. I actually haven't been asking Jordan if he has any singles, so I don't think he does though. I'm pretty sure any money that he had given to me a little while ago. So next is going to be yard work. This is the only thing we're stuffing in here, and we will add $5. So we have 5, 10, and 15. We should be getting this done this weekend or early next week for my sister's birthday party that she's gonna have. So we did make sure that we scheduled for our yard to get done. So the next thing we are going to do is our pet finder, and we're only stuffing one thing in here actually, which is going to be, or I guess for my pet section, we're actually stuffing pet miscellaneous. We're going to give this $10, and that is because we're going to start working on saving up for some new cat trees. And I wanted to do that separate from the cat sinking fund, because if I put it all in the same place and buy pet food, litter, XYZ, I'm going to end up pulling out all of the money and never really make progress towards the trees, which is why I want them in two separate places. So we have $15, and there's not a, oh, there is a $15 cat. Okay, we'll just go ahead and color that in. This is from Sassy Peanut Budgets, and it'll save us $174. So I'm just going to actually kind of heart in this number instead of coloring in the full cat. So we'll just do it like that. That way we know that we've already done $15, and that's going to be it for this envelope and this section. The next thing we're stuffing in this binder is going to be Jordan's haircut, and we're going to be fully funding this at $80. So we're going to add in $19 today. I know it's kind of expensive, you guys, but it is like a little spa day for him, and I can't really get mad if my nails cost like $50 every time I go. So it is what it is, because we both love when he gets a haircut. It's not just him. So we have $1, $2, $3, and $4 to make it 19. So this should now be a total of 80. We have 20, 40, 60, 70, 75, 76, 7, 8, 9, and $80, which is exactly what he uses. So that is perfect. We have fully funded this, and that's going to be all for this binder. After that, we are going to jump into our sinking funds, and we don't have too much to do in here, but we do have a few things that we are stuffing. Okay, so the first thing we're going to add money into will be Christmas, and we're going to stuff a total of $12 today. That was from a completed savings challenge, and we did take out the one from Lily Budgets because we have since finished it. So we have $10, $11, and $12 going into Christmas. So now in total so far we have $300 already in the bank, $350, $360, $370, $375, $76, $77, $78, $79, $80, $81, and $82. So $382 for Christmas. I guess our goal is gonna be $500. I wanted to do like $1,000, but that is clearly not gonna happen, which is honestly fine, because as the year has gone by, the amount of people that we would be buying for has been fluctuating. So we should be honestly okay with 500. We should be able to make that work, especially because my siblings and I, we tend to split gifts for our parents. The next thing we're going to visit is going to be Disney trip, and we are stuffing $16 in here, and then we are going to have to scratch the next space on our savings challenge. So now for Disney trip, we have $20, $30, $35, and $36 just off of our new challenge from Lindsay over at BudgetWithAmanda. So although this does say it'll save us $45 at the very least, we're doubling everything, which is why we already have like $36. So we're going to scratch the next space. We'll do this one by Spaceship Earth. And whatever this number is, we are multiplying by 2. So I'm just going to partially scratch it, not take it off all the way. And it is a 7, which means we will stuff $14 next week. So in addition to this savings challenge, we are also doing like a Disney binder that we do at the end of this cash stuffing. So if you guys are interested in seeing the rest of our Disney savings, then definitely stay tuned to the end. But that's going to be all for this binder. Next, we will jump into our business expenses, and let's see. So Etsy taxes, this is going to get $275. It is a lot thinner than before, and that is because we have made our payment for quarter number 3. So we have 200, 250, 270, and then 275. Okay, so there are no placeholders in here, so we definitely have to make a deposit when we do our monthly closeout. But we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, $750, $800, 20, 40, 60, 80, $900, 905, 10, 11, 12, and 13. $913 is what I counted. So yeah, this definitely needs to go to the bank. Probably should have done that already. So after Etsy taxes, we are going to flip to Happy Mail. This is empty, but it's going to get $5, so that will be the new balance. Then we have my HP ink. I did condense these for some videos that I had to film because I didn't have the right denomination. So we're going to be adding $8 into this envelope. So we have $5, $6, $7, and $8. So we are now sitting at 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, and 24. So next week's stuffing will fully fund this, which is perfect because I pay on like the 10th of the month. Next will be Ko-fi memberships. This is going to get $9. Are we fully funding this again right now? 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Wait, this might be fully funded and I was not expecting that. Oh my gosh, wait, okay, we have 20, 25, 30, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6, $36. This is fully funded. So if you guys are new to my YouTube channel, the reason I get excited when this is fully funded is because these memberships actually get paid on a credit card, which we already budget for monthly. So saving the cash is completely optional. I don't have to do this, but I like to trick myself because once this is fully funded, this is free game cash that I can do whatever I want to with. So that is why I still like budget for it as if we're not paying it on the credit card. We're going to paperclip this. I don't know what I want to use it for quite yet, but that is going to be a later decision. So this is $36. That will be it for Ko-fi memberships. Then we have P.O. Box. We're going to add $5 into this one. So now we have $50, $70, $75, $80, and $85. I do need to look up how much the 12-month renewal fee is going to cost because I kind of want to do that instead of the 6 months since we're kind of ahead of the game. Lastly will be supplies, and in this one we're just going to add $3, which is perfect, and that is going to be it for this binder as well. So the next thing that we have to stuff will be annuals. We need to start focusing on a few of these now that I know kind of what our plans are for things like anniversary and for Jordan's birthday. So for anniversary, we are going to add in $5. So we're going to color in a little heart down here. This is a savings challenge available on my Etsy shop. I did recently upgrade the cardstock that I use for my laminated products, and I'm very excited about that. So we're going to add in $5. We have 20, 40, and 50 now in here. I don't know if we'll reach this 180 because our first anniversary is in November and then the second one is in December. But either way, we're at least starting on that. Next will be co-pays. This is going to get $5 as well. So now we have $10 in here. After co-pays, we're going to skip all the way to Jordan's birthday and he's going to get $5. So he wants to go to eat Korean barbecue for his birthday in January. But the reason I want to be hyper focused on this now is because I let him know that I would like to pay for the entire table of people that we invite, which if you have gone to Korean barbecue or hot pot, you know that that's not very cheap. So yeah, I would like to do that, which is why I want to save up for it. But I also have to simultaneously save for his gift. So now Jordan has 20, 25, 30, 31, 2, 3, 4, and $35. I'm wondering if we should put the Ko-fi money in here, but I'm not sure yet. Okay, so the last thing in here that's going to get stuffed will be vaccines, and this will be getting $2. It is currently empty, so we're just going to add in $2, and that's going to be all for this one. So as always, before we go into our savings challenges, we are going to do the baby binder. So we're going to start with baby section, which is right here in the front. So I did post on Instagram that we made a switch in here, which is I took out parties. So the last envelope is college fund, and we replaced it with toys and books. So that is because Jordan and I went to Marshall's the other day. We did stroll by the like baby book section and we bought a few of them and then realized that we didn't have an envelope to necessarily pull it out of. So I switched it to parties, moved all of the money from there into this one, and then unstuffed whatever we needed. So there is going to be less money in here than whatever it read for last month. But anyway, we're gonna go to our paper clip, and today we are adding in a total of $16. If you guys are new, we do that in singles. We pass out $1 per envelope. Medical gets 2 instead of just 1 until all the money is out, which is why we have our paper clip so we know where we left off. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, and $16. So we're gonna start on furniture and again, just keep going until it's all passed out. I wonder what I wanna do with this Ko-fi money. We could give it to, like I could do a mini stuffing like on TikTok where I divide this between a few of my envelopes, or I can add it into a savings challenge day. Oh my gosh, I have no idea. Or I could just go buy something with it. Like, I know that would probably be the irresponsible thing to do. We did actually have some car maintenance come up with Jordan's car earlier this week. So I feel like putting that in car maintenance wouldn't be a bad idea since we have a couple of other things we need to save for when it comes to his car. So we'll kind of see about that, which is what was funny because in my budget with me, how much money do we have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and $8. So I'm going to put 3 in medical right now, and then I'm going to do $2 for the rest of them. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Why am I gonna do that? I don't know, just because I want to. So $3 in medical. We'll do 2 in equipment. I don't think we're gonna have an even number of ones, but whatever. Okay, 2 in equipment, 2 in diapers and wipes. And then actually, to make this even, we're gonna take $1, because this was 36, so we'll make it 35, and we will put 2 into food and formula. So instead of 16, it technically got 17 this week. So therefore, we went full circle. In furniture, we'll get the paperclip again. Anyway, I forgot what I was saying, but we have some stuff we want to save for towards Jordan's car. So I'm going to move this over to the side. We do need this savings challenge because, you guys, we're going to be scratching our last 2 spaces, which we will do next week. So just like with the other savings challenge, we have been doubling these. We're going to see if we can scratch them both, but whatever they are, we're going to have to add them together and double it. If we can't do both, we'll just do one, which is why we partially scratch the spaces. So we have a number 2 and a number 4, which is $6. So that'll be $12 for next week's baby binder, which, you guys, that means we're going to be done with this savings challenge, which would have added an additional $140 since we doubled everything on here. I'm actually so excited about that. I'm very excited to count up our envelopes for this month. I know we did use some of them, like I just mentioned, but it wasn't anything drastic, so it should be fine. But let's go ahead and flip to my section and stuff my envelopes super quickly. So you guys know the routine by this point. Medical, everything but maternity leave is going to get $1, so we're just going to count the first one since all the rest will be the same, and then we will also count maternity leave. So medical is getting $1, so there's 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9 in this one. That's kind of unsatisfying because we won't be able to condense any of these. So equipment will be getting 1. Clothing is going to get 1, and then maternity leave, this will be getting $5. This gets more money than the rest because I am self-employed, so this would kind of have to be a good chunk of money to essentially replace my income for a little while. I don't know that we would actually be able to reach that amount. I don't know what that amount is, but that's what this is for. So we have 5, 10, 15, 20, 21, 2, 3, 4, and $25 in this one already. So the rest will just continue to get $1, and these should also be at 9. And just like that, we are completely done with our baby binder. So this binder is from Jen over at Budgeting on a Budget. I just love this binder so much. Everything about it, the quality, the way it feels, it is just so nice. So now that we have finished with the baby binder, we can go ahead and dive into our savings challenges, most of which we will be finishing the section for September today, which is great. So monthly, this is going to get $23. I have continued to beat this envelope up, like it's starting to rip through the tape. So in here we are adding $23 to finish the month of September. This goes towards our month ahead, and we will actually reallocate it come our monthly closeout. I think that's where I'm going to do it. Sometimes I'll post it in a short or on TikTok, so it just depends. But we're going to add in 23. So 20, 1, 2, and $23. So now for this one, we have 20, 40, 50, 51, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and $57, which is insane because each icon on my month ahead savings challenge is worth $55. So this completes one on its own, which is lovely. Before we move on, I am going to take out the one for October just so we have this prepared for next week. So let's put that in here. That'll be it for monthly. Next, we're going to go to Roth IRA, and this one will be getting a total of $10 today. We do a roll and save for this challenge, which is super fun. So now towards our Roth IRAs, we have 20, 40, 60, 70, 80, 90, 91, 2, 3, and $94. You guys, we're almost to our first 100, which means that we should be making our first deposit soon. After Roth IRA, we are next going to go to debt, and this will be getting $8, and that'll finish the 2 rows for September. So we're going to go ahead and color in this little $8 space right here. Okay, so let's quickly grab $8. We still have 4 rows left to do, which is going to be the entire rest of the fall season until this is completed and we can throw it at a debt. So now for this one, we have 10, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, and $24 so far. That's honestly great. I don't know why I feel like all the other ones were not growing that fast. Like 24 off of 2 rows is pretty nice. Then lastly, you guys, all the rest of this money is either going to go to our 100 envelope challenge or our Disney binder. But let's go ahead and start here. So this is going to get $136 today. If I'm not mistaken, we did that in 89 and 47. We are going to double check that with the calculator just so I don't color in the wrong thing. So 89 and 47 is $136. So this 100 envelope challenge is available on my Etsy shop. I have several different pattern options. The one that I use is the oceanic one. So we're going to do 100, 120, 130, 35, and $36. 136 added in here. This also really needs to go to the bank. So now we're going to go ahead and see how much we have in this savings challenge so far. I do have a classic $100 bill, and it's almost like brand new in quality, and I really don't want to deposit it, so I guess it's always just going to stay here. Anyway, let's just give this a quick count. We have 1,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 500, so that's $1,500. 20, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 95, 1,600, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and 13. So 16, 13 in our 100 envelope challenge. This is for our house down payment. It's not all of our savings, but this is kind of what keeps us on track for that. Yeah, I cannot wait to cash condense this because this envelope is getting pretty hefty. So lastly, you guys, we are going to be doing our Disney binder. So let me quickly grab that. So for this binder today, we will be adding the remaining amount of money, which should be $30 because we did 9 and 6, which is 15 times 2 is 30. So that is what we have here. Oh my gosh, we are now done with the month of September, which is so crazy. We have $20, $40, $50, and $60 saved so far. So what we're going to do is I'm going to move this envelope to October because that is the one that we are going to start now. So let's just quickly make that little change and then move our bookmark as well. Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm definitely making a mess with the cash tray and just moving that over literally everywhere. But let me quickly just add this paper clip on here. Okay, so I have decided that we are going to do 2 spaces every single week, regardless of what month we end up on. I know we're going to get ahead of ourselves, but it's fine. I'd rather finish this sooner than later. So what we're going to do is scratch this one and this one. Hopefully we're able to do both. All of this money comes out of my buffer. Like this is on top of the set amounts that we allocate for Thursdays. So this first space is going to be a number 3. And then this one is a 13. So that'll be 16 times 2, which is what, $32? I believe that that is 32. So like always, we're going to leave it partially scratched and we'll clean it off when we have done these numbers. And just like that, you guys, we are done with today's cash stuffing. All of our money is gone. We were able to finish our monthly challenge for September. And then we did fully fund our Ko-fi memberships, which is great as well. So I'll figure out what I'm going to do with this money. This we will stuff into month ahead. If you guys enjoyed, make sure to give this video a big ol' thumbs up. Don't forget to comment and subscribe down below if you guys have not already. Hit that push notification bell so you guys never miss one of my uploads. I love you all, and I will see you tomorrow for a Freebie Friday. Bye.